Ari, come vibe with your girl, come vibe with your girl. Hey, 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 hey. So y'all, I'm about to do this as quick as possible because my son is literally out there in the living room in his swinger watching Barney and drinking his bottle. So the moment that bottle come on out, he's gonna start cutting up. But fingers crossed that everything stay cool and copacetic. So shout out to my cousin for these questions because I was gonna post them, but I'm like, y'all be playing and I don't got time. So I'm gonna still do a part 2 because there's a lot of questions here, and like I said, I don't want to make this too lengthy. And also I'm gonna do several ones because this is really only speaking of 3 months, you know what I'm saying, and just what I experienced. But some of these I might not be able to answer right now in this moment. So if you do have some questions, please comment them down below. Do not watch the video and don't ask nothing. That's irritating because it could be something that somebody else want to know that I didn't answer, or it might be a question for later down the line, or it could be a personal question to me, or it could be a personal question, or it could just be like a question in general for, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you never know. Even if it's something you've been through and you feel like you want to ask, like, oh, how different is it now? Like, I don't know. Just comment down below. Like, it's simple as that. But anyways, so the first question is, when did you first find out you were pregnant? What was your reaction? So the first time I found out I was pregnant was on my mom's birthday, July 27th, which is about to be a year since I found out. My reaction, baby, I was shook, y'all. I was shook in the boots. I'm not gonna lie, I was so shook. I was so shook because, y'all, anybody that know me, honey, I wraps it up, baby. I don't play no games like that. I don't play no games like that. And I really blame my ex because, baby, after that, baby, no, you got to be my husband or we gotta really, like, be locked in for some years. And even then, that's still just questionable because, yeah, I don't know why my edges, like, is doing that, but whatever. I need my hair done. But yeah, so yeah, I just know I was shocked, baby. Anybody that think, oh, I was out here raw dogging it, or like this was planned or it was expected, you know, when you is raw dogging it with somebody, it's expected. It's expected. But baby, this was, I can't really fully give y'all the details because I really don't want to really like get into all of that. But just know it wasn't planned at all. It was very shocking. Just know it's a fucked up situation. It was a fucked up situation, and you know, and then we gonna leave it at that. But that, my reaction, baby, I was shook. But then it turned into like a, oh my God, like on my mom's birthday though, like this is a gift from my mom. Like that's kind of how I started looking at it, because it was just like, wow, like, you know what I'm saying, this was literally like this is literally a month after my mom's funeral, but 2 months after she passed. So it was just a lot of emotions, a lot of feelings all in one. Like I was scared, but I'm like, oh my God, like something just seemed off already. But then it was like, ain't no way. Like it was such a mixed emotions. Like, y'all, I was, and then on top of it, it was like right before, so literally like I had this whole day planned out for my mom's birthday or whatever. And so when I first took the test, it was really not even like, oh, I actually got, let me see if I can show y'all. It wasn't really like, the line was faint for real. See, the line was faint. So those was the first 2 tests that I took. Here go the other one. This one was low-key like backwards for real. So, but anyways, and then I got, this one didn't clear the way. Or wait, maybe that's an old one. That might be an old one. Hold on. Let me see. Oh no, they did fade away. Well, whatever. But yeah, so anyways, it said pregnant. So when I took those 2, I was like, oh my God, I texted both my best friends. I texted Amina first. I was like, Amina, y'all, I went in the shower. Like literally we had came back from scene 75, right? Came back from scene 75. We spent the day. Something was real off for me. Like my boobs was hurting and feeling all cold and sensitive, but I was trying to keep it cool because I'm just like, don't nobody really know what's going on, but I'm trying to figure out. And it wasn't really confirmed with those tests, but then I'm thinking like something's off. And I think that's what confirmed it for me was my boobs, because I was like, my boobs ain't never felt like that. Like I just feel weird. Like mind y'all, my period did came on, but I was like spotting, and I'm like, something seems off. Like, and I ain't gonna lie, they always do say, you know, you'll know when you pregnant. And I'm not gonna lie, I definitely knew, but like I wasn't really sure, and it didn't make any sense. It didn't make any sense. I mean, until like, you know, I already found out, but it didn't make any sense at the time. It was just like, this don't make no sense. Like this is impossible. Like this cannot happen. Even though it is very much possible for you to have a baby from condom sex, okay? But anyway, so see, this is only 5 minutes on one question, but I just have to share this with y'all because it's a question, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people want to know, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to say this again, you know what I'm saying? But it's cool, I don't have no problems. Like but yeah, so anyways, we were going to dinner after that. I took the test right before dinner. I took the one, it said it. I said, oh baby, no. Immediately took the second one. Mind you, I went in the shower while that one was loading. Then when I got out, I checked it. I was like, oh no. Took the second one immediately, and then that's when I texted Amina. So yeah, that was like my initial reaction. Like it was a lot of feelings in one. Really, that whole like first week of me like finding out, because it was like, with my mom, I think my mom's birthday was on a weekend or something. But yeah, so that was my initial reaction. What was the most exciting part of your pregnancy, and what was the hardest? The exciting part was actually like probably watching my stomach grow. Like it was just so interesting. Also the kicks, and like, well, the first kick was like, that was really exciting, and then after that I just loved feeling him, because I'm like, it was almost like a confirmation, like, oh, he's okay, like I feel good. Like it just felt so refreshing, because it's like when you pregnant, well, especially like when I first started out, like I was bleeding, like I was having like these like random like bleeding spurts, and it was scaring me, especially the one night I was laying in bed and I randomly just felt like blood. Like I felt something shoot out. I don't know what it was, but then like I just seen a bunch of blood, like, and I was like, oh my god. Like mind you, this was like within like, well, when I found out I was 8 weeks. So but like that's when I knew how far along I was. But I had to be like, this was like what, a week or two after I found out. Yeah, so either way it go, it was like right after that. Right after I came back from Houston, I was like, what the fuck? I'm just laying in bed, feel this gush, and I was like, ooh, no, something's not right. So like I was really scared. Like even though I did get an ultrasound, I knew he was fine, but it was just like, I don't know, it was scaring me. But it was a couple before that first ultrasound that I went to in Houston. It was a couple weeks before, because I was still trying to figure out my insurance plan, because no, I was on my mom's. You know, you on your parents' insurance plan until you were 25, 26. So when she passed, I wasn't on insurance. Like I didn't go have insurance through my job because there was no point. I was already on my mama's insurance, which was like one of the best. So yeah, so then I had to figure out, I'm like, okay, like, I'm not really, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to get insurance to my job because I don't plan on staying here for too long. And then on top of that, I'm just like, what am I going to do? But I ended up getting on Medicaid. So I don't know if y'all on Medicaid or can, baby, get on that, because it's best that you don't really have to pay for nothing, especially if you not, you know what I'm saying? Especially through your pregnancy. Stuff is expensive as hell. So, yeah. Yeah. But the hardest part, I guess the hardest part is really not having like a partner there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, well, I'm not gonna say that was the hardest part, but I feel like it would be different if you do have it with like a person that you're with, or like, you know, that, you know, I'm not gonna say wants to have a child, because it's too much to get into. But I'm just saying, like, it's good to have it's probably better to have a person that's there, you know what I'm saying, like throughout your pregnancy, to be there for you, like to rub your feet, or just like, you know, give you a back massage, stuff like that. But outside of that, the hardest thing, I don't know. I'm gonna just leave it at that, because I don't really feel like nothing was like my pregnancy was very smooth. So I can't really speak for other people, but I feel like for me personally, I would have loved to have like a partner to be there, like, you know, at all appointments, all the extra stuff. But like, granted, I did have my village and my people, my doula, everybody that was there for me. But I'm saying, like, you know, the person that I had the child with, or like, you know, a significant other, whatever the case may be. So next question. Did anything regarding pregnancy surprise you as you were going through it? Yeah, I was surprised that I didn't have any cravings. Like, everybody kept asking me, oh, do you have cravings and stuff like that? And I'm just like, no, I did not have no type of specific cravings or nothing. So that really surprised me. Also how big he was, I was not expecting that. Like, I was not expecting to have no 10-pound baby. Even when I was like 39 or 38 weeks, I found, no, 36 weeks. When I was 36 weeks, I found out he was 8 pounds. And I was like, oh my God. So then I'm like, dang, I'm not even done. Like, I'm not even like, you know, full term considered. So that really shocked me for real, because I was like, because my doula told me, oh yeah, he's probably gonna be like 10 pounds when you give birth. And I was like, so yeah, that was 2 things that surprised me. That's probably it for real, I guess. And then like things that I would just learn, like gestational diabetes. I didn't know what that was, even though I didn't have that, but I do have a friend that went through that during her pregnancy. Even gestational hypertension, which is what I technically had when I was in the hospital, like my blood pressure being high, because, you know, I was pregnant. So even though I've been cool, my blood pressure has been cool by the grace of God. So yeah. Did you have, oh well, that was the next thing. I didn't have any food cravings, y'all. I pretty much crave something different every day though, I'll tell you that. Like if somebody was like, oh, let's go to dinner, let's go to lunch, and they like, what did you want? Baby, I don't know. I need to decide the day of. Don't ask me before, because it was none of that. But like, I didn't have any specific cravings. I mean, I always love pasta, pizza, stuff like that. So like, but I feel like I probably ate that damn near like every other week or every week for real, which isn't really good. But at the same time, like, that was pretty much like, you know, things that I guess crave a lot. But it wasn't no weird things like, oh my God, I want pickles and ice cream. Like, it was nothing like that. Like, I had very normal food cravings. What advice would you give someone who just found out they're pregnant? Well, my advice for somebody that just found out they're pregnant, now for one, this advice is for somebody that didn't have it with a partner or didn't plan to have no child with this person. Granted, y'all be careful who y'all have, you know, with, and because you do have to know that it's a possibility that you might. Now, some people probably would have just automatically, so I don't know, that's really, you know, if you're a person that you don't believe in abortions and stuff like that, well, I would say be careful who you have, you know, intercourse with. Hold on, my son is crying. So my advice is, that's my first advice, be careful whoever you choose to have intercourse with, make sure that you might be okay of the possibility of being a father of your child, okay? Or that you know what I'm saying, whatever. Y'all got what I'm saying. So then the other advice I would say, make sure if you do choose to keep your child, that you're choosing to keep that child because that's something you want to do, and not because, oh, you want to keep that partner or you want to keep that person you did it with, or because you think that they're going to make your life better, or that things are going to turn around because you checked the child, or because you're trying to get you an income tax. Things like that, baby, that's inconsiderate as fuck. Because I'm not going to lie, you have to raise this child. Everybody be like, oh, you got up until 18 years, baby. You have more than 18 years. Think about how old you are now and that you need your parent. So if you're not ready to be a parent, you should be, first of all, wrap that shit up, for one. For two, please make a wise decision. I'm not gonna, like, I feel like everybody should have like one time to make a decision to have an abortion, and it actually be a reasonable decision, like, you know what I'm saying, like, and yeah. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna judge you on that, because I feel like in certain situations it's definitely understandable. I'm not one to really believe in abortion, so like, did I think about it? Yes, but like, it just didn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like my mom sent a gift to me because she was gone and she knew that I needed him. Now, my decision to keeping him is because I've always, for one, wanted to be a mother. For two, I knew it was a gift from my mama. And I'm glad that I chose to keep him, and I'm glad that he's in my life. And I did not choose him because of the dad, or because I felt like I'm looking for love and I'm going to get it from him. No, baby, I chose to keep my child because I love my child and I want to keep him. Say hello. Say hi, Teddy. You don't know what's going on. Anyways, so that's my advice when it comes to someone that found out you're pregnant. Also, take a deep breath. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to tell the whole world. You ain't got to tell people right away. Obviously, if you feel like you want to, tell the people that you feel, you know, is most comfortable, and that will support you through anything. Go ahead and tell them. But definitely just take it in. decide, take a minute. You have up to 12 weeks to make a decision, so you have time. But you know what I'm saying, I'm just saying, if you choose to keep a child, please choose to keep that child because that's something you want to do, not because of other people, not because of that person, no, keep that child because that child is going to depend on you and love on you. And you got to make sure you right up here. If you're not right up here, I'm sorry. Please don't do that. Okay. And you also have to know some kids don't come out healthy. So I don't know, baby. It's and then you going through a lot of stuff. You gonna go through sickness. You gonna, like, when I say sickness, like, you might be nauseous, you might have headaches. Like, everybody's pregnancy is not the same. So you have to understand when you choose to do that you're gonna go down a rocky path or you might go down a smooth path. But either way it go, you will have a blessing. Look at my blessing. He's 16 pounds, y'all. He is 3 months now. And say I'm a little over 2 feet. Yeah. Okay, so those are the first few questions. I'm gonna do like 2 more and then the rest gonna have to be a part 2, because unless like he be cool, but I don't know how much longer he gonna be cool sitting here. Or let me see. Okay, so what was my labor and delivery experience like? I kind of already did a story time on that, so I'm not really going to answer that question. Just go to my story time. What helped you most during labor? I feel like what helped me most was the people that was around me. I'm not gonna lie, like, the fact that people showing up and being there for you while you going through such a traumatic and like beautiful experience, that really helped me a lot. Like, if I didn't have them, baby, I would have had all type of thoughts. I'd have been losing my mind, all type of stuff. But the fact that I had them, my aunt literally rubbing my back, comforting me, the nurses being there giving me water, people bringing me food, like, ooh. Well, they didn't really bring it during my labor, but like, you know, postpartum. But still, just having people there to support me, love on me, like even my best friends being on the phone and they couldn't be there, like, baby, that meant the world to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna lie, the people that show up for you the most in your pregnancy means so much, and people do not realize that. Because I'm not gonna lie, the people that wasn't there or think that they just about to be around my child because, oh, like, we cool or copacetic, no, babe, none of that. None of that. Anyways, oh, you stinky. We gotta change you. What was your preparation routine like for your baby's arrival? So my preparation looked like trying to have as many Pampers, as many clothes. But mind you, I really waited. Like, I wasn't buying hella stuff because, for one, I'm like, people about to buy me. I did buy stuff on my own, but like, I was like, for my baby shower, people about to bring so much Pampers, so much everything. I'm like, whatever he don't have after that baby shower is what I was gonna decide to get on my own, that I wanted to get. Now, I did buy him clothes and little stuff that I wanted him to have, but I ain't gonna lie, people at my baby shower decked out, baby. Even after my baby shower, he still got people buying him stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that was my preparation. Like, is really, what does he need essentially? And yeah, that's what my preparation. And then, like, for myself, like, preparation, I'm like over here doing breathing routines. I'm trying to mentally be like, girl, like, you probably not gonna get no sleep. You need to probably like meal prep. You probably need to, you know what I'm saying, like, mentally get your mind that, baby, it's no longer about you, it's about your child. Even though you could try to prepare yourself, but you're never gonna really be as prepared until they're here. And like, automatically, it's like this mom mode switch on. It'd be so crazy. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, a lot of things that I do, and I'll be like, girl, how you know how to do that? You gotta just learn. But also, it's just like it's like a mental thing. Like, I swear your brain really just changes to like nurture. I mean, women are naturally nurturers, but like when you have a child, it's like, baby, it's all about you. So you're my whole world. Yeah, say you mommy's whole world. Yeah, say, well, I ain't gonna say I don't know what I am without you, because I know who I am without you. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I do be having my moments, but for the most part, baby, I know who I am. Like, I might lose myself down the line, so don't get it twisted. But right now, I'm not there. So, but also, I really don't know who I would be without him right now, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what my life would be looking like if I didn't have him. Like, I have an idea, but that doesn't mean that that's what it would have been. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm gonna do one more question, and then we just gonna come back for like a part 2, and then we'll do one like when he's like 1 or 2. Well, actually, I'll probably do one when he's 1. and then do like, or maybe I'll do another one when he's 6 months and then, because that'll be like half, and then we'll see from there. Because at 6 months he'll start eating and stuff like that, and he'll have grown a lot more and be more doing, saying I'll be doing more stuff. So I'll be trying to sit up and stuff and think I'm grown, and I'm not grown. I think I'm just looking at the camera, y'all. Y'all, he looked like my dad. It is so funny, like even his hairline and everything, his hair, no. I don't know who he get that hair from. Okay, let's do one more question, okay? Let's look. Look at him, y'all. Y'all see how nosy he is? What's the biggest adjustment since becoming a mom? My biggest adjustment is that my schedule is no longer about me. Like, that is a huge adjustment because y'all, if y'all know me, I like to plan out stuff, plan out my day, this, and third, and now, like, just because I plan it doesn't mean it's gonna go like that. And then on top of that, just because I want to sleep doesn't mean I'm gonna get sleep. If this boy is not sleep and don't stay sleep, mama's not gonna get no sleep. Then on top of that, it's like, even if he is sleep, people are like, oh, sleep when the baby sleep, when the baby sleep. Granted, it is very true. Try to sleep as much as you can while the baby is asleep, but also, like, if you're a person like me and you can't just sit down and just, you know, and you want to get stuff done, especially after that 6 weeks postpartum, that 4 to 6 weeks window, you're gonna want to do stuff. And once you can start doing stuff, baby, you're gonna want to keep doing it. Like, so it's hard. Like, it's hard having to be like, oh dang, I should have just went to sleep. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you'll be surprised. Like, I'm not gonna say this because my baby, he sleep at night. He go to bed in between 12 to, he'll go to sleep in between 12 or 1, but he'll sleep until like in between 7 and 9. And when I say that, like, if he go to sleep at 12, he'll get up at 7 a.m. If he go to bed at 1, he'll wake up at like 9, 10 o'clock. And then he'll be up for like an hour and a half, and then he'll go back to sleep for like another 2-3 hours. So it's like in between that window, now I am able to get like 7 to 8 hours of sleep. But it's like in that window where he sleep 2 to 3 hours, I can either go to sleep or I can get stuff done. And I choose to get some stuff done if I can. If I'm cool and I'm just like, no, I'm really drained, like, and he really tried it last night. Because sometimes my body wake up before him. So I'll wake up, like, if I wake up at 7 and he wake up at 9, boom, now I'm up. You know what I'm saying? I got to pump. So that's another thing. Adjusting is pumping. I'm always pumping. People are like, oh, I know what you're doing. You're always pumping. Yes, I am always pumping because my child literally eats about 24 to 26 ounces of milk. If y'all seen him, this boy is a guzzler. He is 16 pounds and he's only 3 months. He just turned 3 months 6 days ago. So, like, yes, I do pump all the time, which is like one of the things, like, I'm worried about, like, when I'm working, which is why I really hope that I'm working from home, because they're like, if I'm at home and I'm pumping, well, what is it? You know what I'm saying? Hey, get off mommy's shirt. Off mommy's shirt. So, yeah, that's like, you know, that's something I think about. But that is a huge adjustment. And also, like, having to take him everywhere, think about him all the time. Like, I can't just think about myself, be like, oh yeah, I want to get up and go. No, baby, I have to think about, okay, is somebody gonna watch him? Is the kid friendly? Da da da. Like, so I think those are like my biggest adjustments, is just really knowing that I really have to work around him. Like, obviously when you have a child, you know that your life is not the same, but I feel like actively having a child and going through it is different. So that's why I say, like, you can prepare having a kid, but you're never going to really be prepared because you never know what your child may do. Like, some people's kids still don't sleep throughout the night. They still only get 2-3 hours. When he first, after like 4 weeks of having him, he was going to sleep. Like, I was probably getting more sleep. Like, I was like, that first 4 weeks, baby, I was only getting an hour, 2 hours at max. Maybe 3. But now we have a routine. Hopefully it gets better and he start going to bed earlier, maybe at like 9, 10 o'clock. That would be great. Right? Right. And then, like, he take little cat naps throughout the day, and I could take me a little nap, but bitch, I'm not sleeping for no 15 minutes while he's sleeping 15 minutes. Like, I can't do that. I mentally can't do that. So, but anyways, I'll come back to these questions. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you share, hit that bell. Anything you got to say to the people? Hey, anything you got to say to those people? Hey, say hey, Teddy. Hey, bye-bye. Hey, bye-bye. Do-do-do-do-do. Alright, well, mama about to go change his diaper because Baby, he stanky. Try him stanky. Ooh, he stanky. But yeah, so I'll be back for part 2. It's a bunch of questions in here, like, and yeah, shout out to my cousin again. But if y'all have some questions, please comment them below. Don't hesitate. Don't be scared, baby. No question is a dumb question, okay? But yeah, so stay blessed. Say bye. Y'all, he used to be talking and stuff, but this ain't really his talking hour, honey. He love to ramble at like 9 at night, baby. That is his chatty Cathy hour, and it's only about to be 5 o'clock. But yeah, so I have to have a call and have an adult conversation. Y'all, he is obsessed with this cup. He always looking at me drink at it. He always looking at it when it's sitting there. Look at him. Like, he just mesmerized. I am in my boy mom era because of you. Yeah. Too bad you can't have none, honey. That is water. But yeah. Bye.